Have you all heard about, so I'll just start Toastmaster Mila. Have you heard about a beautiful phenomena of creating interesting stories in your mind and giving history to it? If you have seen this one, have you had, have, when you had your met your mother, there was one character he used to say thing. I could remember that character. Thanks for the speech, Toastmaster Mila. So we'll start today's meeting. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
I am Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I am Anshumakar. I welcome you all into meeting number 370 of Heritage City Toastmasters Club. Let's start with the anecdote today. We all use AI. You're using AI?
Yes.
Have you tried cheating it?
Yes.
Yes. You can do that. And we can do it professionally on a mass scale. There is a company called Builder.ai, or I should say, there was a company Builder.ai. They cheated their investors, users, and everybody else, saying we are creating website softwares by AI. You can give us contract, we'll make it through AI, and you can use it. It was actually 700 Indian engineers who were actually coding it manually and delivering it. So they tried to cheat AI. So there was an interface of AI where it was like it was giving you prompt and everything, but they were cheating AI and people, and it was kind of humans' revenge on AI, where they where we can cheat it and we can go beyond. Maybe AI will remember that and punish us in the future. So now we have few rules in the meeting. We'll follow those rules. Rule number one, I would encourage everyone to keep their phone on silent mode. I'll give you 5 seconds for that. And rule number two, we don't talk about 3 topics: sex, politics, and religion. These are touchy topics. We don't touch them. So please avoid those topics. Rule number 3, please refrain from going in and out of meeting room. If it is urgent, you can do so when we are applauding for the speaker. Rule number 4, please avoid cross-talking when a speaker is on stage. It disturbs them, it takes the rhythm of the speech. Now, all of our feedback forms, all of our voting links are online. You'll get those links in Toastmaster guest group. You can join the group with this QR code. If you are not the member, you can scan them. It is available at the front and the back of the meeting. You can use them and become a member. Similarly, we have presence on all social media apps. You can scan the QR code. The codes are available and you can join the groups. We are also charging 100 rupees venue fees because we are paying more than 3,000 for the meeting to the venue because it's a professional venue. You can pay the venue fees to me in cash, or if you want to do it from UPI, the QR codes are available. You scan them and it will directly go to the club. And one more thing. See, we have a lot of interesting people, industry veterans. One of them is our presiding officer for today. He is a student. We have a lot of professionals, but I have not seen somebody so full of energy, with passion. Though he is a first year MBA student, but he is one of youngest president of this club. I invite presiding officer Hamid Koka on the stage.
Dear Toastmasters and guests, I would like to tell you all that Toastmasters is an 101 years old organization that was started in USA in the year 1924. It was started by a person named Ralph C. Smedley. That person realized that in his place, people were not able to raise the toast. What is raising toast? Public speaking. Say it in simple words, just public speaking. during funerals, birthday parties, marriages, and many other social events. It's something in their culture. They have to raise a toast and give a speech praising the bride and the groom, or else also praising the person who has left. He or she has died. It's their culture. But during that time, they were not able to speak confidently. Their speeches were not good and what so not. So he made a community of Toastmasters that not only teaches you by giving boring lectures, giving some tips, and you go home and practice, you don't practice, we don't care. We do care. The Toastmasters. We provide you a platform, a stage that is right over here. You come, you practice over here every week, take feedback, get better and better every day. That is how Toastmasters helps you becoming a better public speaker, even by just listening to the speaker who is standing in front of you and speaking something. Because listening will gain you more knowledge than speaking. That's why we give first priority to listening compared to speaking. Well, this one was all about Toastmasters. I would like to take the introduction of the guests who are present over here in 20 seconds. Please introduce by answering three questions. Your name, something about your profession, job, business, and how did you come to know about Heritage City Toastmasters Club? Let's start with our all-time guest, Janki.
First of all, hello everyone. How are you all?
Great.
Nice to hear the energy and Chiranjeev Patil, insurance consultant by profession. What to know about
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ajeesh. I'm a dentist, and I got sponsor one of
Okay. You sitting at last.
Hello everyone, I am Janki Kondalia from Ahmedabad. I know about Heritage Club Toastmasters City from one of my friends.
Okay. Let's just correct the name. Yes, Kushalji, please come in. It is heritage, then the second word over here is city, then it's Toastmasters, then the fourth one is club. So let's just speak it in the right way. Yes, the man in just front of.
Hello everyone, my name is Kabir and I look to know about this by I'm a student.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to say. Okay.
My name is Louisa. I am working in a private sector. What to know from my government is
Okay. I hope I am not missing any guests right now. Okay. Before we start with the meeting, we have two important people in the room who are serving Toastmasters at very high positions. The first one is our district parliamentarian. The district parliamentarian is sitting just right over there, DPM Kushal. And we also have our area J1 director, that is Toastmaster Hussain. Dear members and guests, today our area director Toastmaster Hussain would like to talk with the audience regarding some upcoming and a fresh topic. So before he comes on the stage, I would like to tell you all that he is an engineer by education and by profession, but he does video editing and he is a very senior member at Heritage City Toastmaster Club. He has done many XCOM roles and now he's above the club, that is area. He's managing 3 to 4 clubs at once. Please welcome Toastmaster Sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hemant, for a wonderful. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
So, as rightly said, area director of Area 0. I still remember when I joined the club, the area director was Vikas Jha, if people might know. And I was like, oh my god, area director has to do so much things, how anyone be able to do it. But here we are now in a position of AD. And this is all because of Heritage City Toastmasters Club family. Yeah, you can yeah, I think okay, sure. So yes, all this is because our family here at Heritage City Toastmasters Club. So initially first, I would like to thank all of the members, starting with Toastmaster Ajeesh. He was VP at when I joined. So from starting till now, he always motivated me about giving speeches, taking leadership roles. Next, our pillar of the Heritage City Toastmasters Club, DTM Vikrant. He has always helped me in not just taking leadership roles but also in the process of becoming an AD. So thank you so much. Next, we have my very own mentor, Toastmaster Bharat. He is not right now here, but when I joined, he was a mentor to me. So as soon as you join any club, you are assigned a mentor, and that is not just for Toastmasters, but that mentor is for life as well, which was with me. Next, we have Milapji, Rakeshji. I still remember when they said that you want to become an area director, go ahead. We are here to support. DTM Kushal. Every question he has answers to, be it for Toastmasters or for life. So we have amazing mentors and our new members. Toastmaster Anshu, Toastmaster Jagat, Toastmaster Madhu, and Toastmaster Anand is there. Yes. Toastmaster Hemant. Toastmaster Hemant did very much of help in indirectly campaigning for me and helped me a lot. And all our guests who are right here. It's just because of guests why we are motivated to come here and deliver speeches, why we are motivated to come here and give sessions. So thank you so much. Let's have a huge round of applause for all of us. Now, when you become an area director, you get 2 batches. One is the area director batch, this one, and another one is the pin. And it is an honor for a person to receive the pin, but it is also an honor for a person who gets the privilege of pinning it. So today, I would request DTM Vikram to come on the stage and pin it for me.
What honor? Actually, it is given by the PD district rank at the time of district officer. So, thank you. Yes. You.
And also face to the camera.
Thank you so much, and wait here. So I would like to extend my happiness with you, all of you, by sharing some sweets. So I would like to start with. Take and pass. And coming back to business of area director, so we are organizing training leadership program TLTP at Gandhinagar on coming Sunday. Now this training is not just for EC members, that is President, Vice President, Education, and but it is also for non-EC members because this time we will be also having sessions on how to write a speech, how to give evaluation, how to judge a speech. So I would request each and every one of you to attend that. It is on next Sunday, 20th July in Gandhinagar. Soon the registration forms will be floating. And next, talking about Heritage City Toastmasters Club. So of course you will be making sure to achieve all the DCP goals. The contest will be held. So I don't want to talk much about that for two mainly reasons. First, as I said, you will be doing those things, and second, it doesn't come under my area. So let Prakhar deal with it. That's all from my end. Thank you so much. I would like to hand over the stage to Prakhar.
Now, without getting a minute late, let's start with our main meeting. We have education session today, hosted by psychologist Janki, who is just sitting right over here. And we also have a TTM session that will be conducted by Toastmaster Ajeesh, will be guided further. Now let's welcome the master of ceremonies or the anchor of the day. He is a professional bakery chef. He bakes cakes. So next time birthday or some other events coming up, reach out to him. He is also a very senior member. He has done the roles like treasurer and secretary. Now he is the vice president in education of Heritage City Toastmasters Club. Let's welcome Toastmaster Rakesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hamid. A wonderful introduction. Namaste and good evening all. Without further delay, let me tell you the meeting structure for today. First of all, we have prepared a speech. Speaker will come over here and deliver your prepared speeches. After that, we have table topic session. After that, we have educational session, which will be hosted Janki. After that, we have table topic session where guest and member also come over here and speak your thoughts for 1 or 2 minutes. And the third one is not the least is evaluation session. So without further delay, let me call to the stage timer for today. And who is the timer for today? Someone who is by profession accountant. Currently, he is working with a US company. It's an MNC company. Since last 4 years, he is passionate about improving his communication skills, and that's why he joined Toastmaster. Please welcome Toastmaster Hunt.
Hello, good evening to your Toastmasters and dear guests. As the timer for today's, my job is to keep track of time and giving signals to the speakers. So I will give the signals like for prepared speeches we have 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes I will raise the at 5 minutes I will raise the green card, and 6 minutes I will raise the yellow card, and at 7 minutes I will raise the red card. So if this finish your speech after the 5 seconds while I am seeing the red card. And for the table topics we have allotted 2 minutes. So at 1 minute I will show the green card, at 1 minute and 30 seconds I will raise the yellow card, and at 2 minutes I will raise the red card. So please finish your speech after the when I am saying the red card. And for the evaluations we have allotted 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes I will raise the green card, at 2 minutes and 30 seconds I will raise the yellow card, and at 3 minutes I will raise the red card. So please finish your speech after when I am saying red card. That is from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hunt. Now, time for our first lesson, and this is the prepared speeches. And who is the first speaker? Let me introduce. He is a general business sales manager for Surya Roshni Limited. More than 20 years experience in sales and marketing. By profession, by education, he is an engineer. By profession, a best salesman of Heritage City Toastmasters Club, and most humorous man. So let's welcome Toastmaster Bilal. Toastmaster Bilal, whose speech title is Speech. Before speech, let me call to first evaluator Toastmaster Kalpesh.
And winning all, Toastmaster Virat is going to deliver his speech from epic coaching level. Speech objective: the purpose of the project is to get developing a collection of stories and to present a speech that time limit would be 5 to 7 minutes. Over to Toastmaster.
Title: The Fate of Life Begins with Humor. Life begins with humor. Toastmaster, over to you.
Title of the speech is Life Begins with Humor, Just Chill. To start smiling, I was started my speech yet. Do I look funny? Is it really required to have a humor with funny body or funny faces or something? Is it really required? Yes. Who was the funniest or the humorous man can be called the god of spreading humor without even speaking? Charlie Chaplin, the one voice, right? He didn't speak but made us all smiling. How many of you have seen his cartoons or movies? I still watch sometimes to get fun because it was without speaking any nonsense. Today I will try. So, you know what was his famous quote of Charlie Chaplin? He said that even if I have to cry, it should be a rain, so that no one can see my tears. This was the quote from serious quote from famous comedian, right? And how many of you think that you have to see the shows like Kapil Sharma and others to get the humor in life? You will fail miserably. Humor is not what you get in TV shows. Humor is what you get here, around yourself, everywhere. You want to find a humor here? Just look at our area director, Toastmaster Hussain. Don't smile, he's not funny. Just look at his life. He does video editing. He does cleaning. He does content writing. He loves traveling. He is an active Toastmaster Club. And whenever he gets some time, he does his job for which he spent 4 years computer engineering. So humor is here itself. Just look at our distinguished Toastmaster Vikranji. He is chartered member of so many clubs. He was the founder and he has been founding so many clubs. He is an amateur astronomer. He likes stargazing and he has a lovely telescope at his home. He has recently been to Europe tour, right? And whenever he gets some time, he does his gold business. I think he doesn't have a gold business, he has a gold mine in his home. So whenever he wakes up, he takes out some gold and sells in the market. Exactly, am I right, sir? Absolutely. Look at my mentor, my senior distinguished parliamentary. What I call, I don't know. But he is the biggest motivator of our club. Look at him. Whenever he comes, he brings smile to our club. And he had made many enemies by saying that your wives look good. It was wives, right? VIVES. But he dared to say his friends that your wives look good. And all these lost their friends. Right, sir? So humor is around everywhere. What I talk, wherever you go around, you will find humor. But jokes apart, let me start with my stories because the purpose of the speech is to include my story and have some entertainment to the audience. This humor began back in 1976 in the land of City of Joy, City of good literature, history, City of Calcutta. A cute, healthy boy was born in a middle class family. I thought, wow, I'm the youngest. But no, it was not so. My father got inspired from Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi's slogan, Hum do, hamare do. That's why I was the youngest. And I started spreading humor. My parents thought that we really did some nice work. We have really produced some hero. Later on, I made them realize that it is your ego problem. And not much later, 3 years later, I started speaking. And what I spoke, Saap aayo, Saap aayo, Saap is snake, snake has come. Everyone looked worried and seeing here and there, where is the snake, where is the snake? And I got puzzled and I did what I wanted to. Then they found out that I had an issue of keeping out the first letter of any sentence I speak. That's why I was talking Saap aayo. It was, yeah, you got me right. So I had that issue after a lot of prayers and other treatments. Now I am a good salesman and a speaker too. But this was how I was spreading humor. I used to say cream. It was actually ice cream. So that's how my speech was actually. Then I entered in class 1 and I came up with flying colors. There were some red lines in my green report card. Who fails in class 1? My teacher shouted at me and told to call your parents. I went home and I said, Dad, my teacher wants to meet you. You won't realize that my dad prepared himself much rather than preparing me. He dyed his hair. He wore beautiful jeans and t-shirt and with a nice perfume on it came to meet my teacher. Then he realized it was not for him. And I got shouted again, scolded again. Later on somehow I passed and reached class 7. I was caught cheating, sharing exam paper with my friend. Teacher called me. What are you doing? Man, I am helping my friend. Why? You only told me that a friend in need is a friend in need. This is how my school journey was. I came to class 10 and I was caught loving my neighbor. Don't imagine much. My father called me with letters and he shouted, what are you doing? Ma'am only told me to love your neighbors. What am I doing wrong now? Every time you are scolding me. But my father understood that now it's a serious matter. He shouted and did whatever and made me sent to hostel. In 1996, when I was in class 11, I went to hostel in Baroda, 2000 kilometers away. Somehow I managed, I passed and did engineering. Never get a job. Life was too serious at that time. I forgot what the human is. Somehow with lots of struggles and efforts, I got settled. And I came across career planning session as my plan B. So I became certified career mentor from Mindler. And I had a passion to train 10,000 students or more to choose the right career because my career was very haphazard. Then my father shouted once that you are an engineer, create something. And I created a father in me. I had 2 kids. And that's how my journey is. So what I want to say is once you find, and when I say that when I found this career mentoring, I found a passion in me. And when I found a passion in me, I started having a humor again in my life. I started my loving my job, loving my family, loving my wife, loving saas and bahu. So not in serial but at home because I'm staying with my parents. So this is what humor is. You can find humor everywhere. And you know the famous song that हंसते हुए जो जाएगा वही मुकंदर का सिकंदर कहलाएगा, something like that. So that's all from my side. And any one of you wants to learn humor in your speech, then take my visiting card. I charge 1,000 rupees per session because the salesman never leave the stage without that. That's all from my side. Over to you.
Toastmaster Club. Really, you are the laughter iconic for City Toastmaster. And we are so lucky you are here.
Thank you.
Now, time for second speaker. Let me introduce first. He is engineer, turns entrepreneur. He is by passion a mature astronomer and photographer. He has served club in all the acts of mature. He is past area director board GA3 He is also mentor and sponsor for Google. Please welcome DTM Toastmaster Vikram. She's there.
No, I am.
Before start, I would like to request his evaluator Toastmaster Hamid.
Distinguished Toastmaster Vikrant. The word says it all. The highest level of honor a Toastmaster can get. He is currently on his second or third pathway. Third pathway. He is on his third pathway, level 3 speech 1. The purpose of his speech is to deliver us a speech which you will include storytelling in it. Your speech will be 5 to 7 minutes. All the best.
Toastmaster Vikram. The fate of Sparrow and Epic Fail. The fate of Sparrow and Epic Fail. Over.
The battlefield of Kurukshetra were being prepared to facilitate Mammoth army with large cavalries. They used elephants to take the ground and uproot trees. Hotman successfully leading a sparrow with 4 horses. As the trees being cut down, the nest fall. Miraculously, all the children were unharmed. Very good afternoon, my dear Toastmasters. A vulnerable and frightened sparrow looked around her. Then she saw Lord Krishna's chariot. As he was there with Arjun to screen the battlefield and devise a winning strategy for upcoming. She put all her might to reach Lord Krishna's chariot. Oh Lord, please save my children. They will be crushed when the battle will begin tomorrow. Lord Krishna replied, I am helpless. I cannot make law of nature. Wheel of time is moving each distant. I am helpless. Sorry. Sparrow planet, you are the wheel of time. Your my children's life is in your hand. If you wish, they live the fact. I am surrendering all to you. After listening this, okay then, stock food for 3 weeks in your nest. And this divine conversation is going sparrow and Krishna. Arjun soon bird, and she returned her nest with faith and practice. Just after 2 years, for the beginning of the war, Lord Krishna asked Arjun for a boy there. Arjun started, but was Lord Krishna vowed that he will not leave any member in the war. Should I try, Krishna? She asked. Quietly taking bow and arrow the street. He aimed an elephant at it, but without knocking down the elephant. Arrow hit the bear, was little spark and they fell. Arjun couldn't stop his journey. Why? Was Lord Krishna miss when his target? Should I try? He asked again. Was Lord Krishna miss when his target? And also he asked with some curiosity, why did you hit an elephant? Lord Krishna replied, because that elephant has shattered the sparrow's nest. But there is no action needed. I have done my part to go and boom the conch. It was surprised. Krishna repeated, both sides, punches. Lot of them. But battle lasts for 18 days. So, at the end, Pandava won. Lord Krishna again to Arjuna. Gentle, bloody battle. Why bloody battle? Because there were numerous soldiers scattered everywhere. Flames of horse, chariot, damage, the horse, elephants, and Lord Krishna stood one after seeing elephant. And he instructed Arjuna, will you please live that way? Your son. This instruction was very simple, but it made little sense to Arjuna, as there were plenty of things needed to be cleaned in the battlefield. Why Keshav has given such an instruction to put away insignificant pieces of metal out of the way? But without arguing, went on and lift the way. As soon as he lifted the way, his entire world changed. One by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 little birds followed by the mother sparrow flew. And mother sparrow full circle over the head of Lord Krishna. Arjuna asked, is that sparrow? Yes, in the way that bird fell from elephant's neck has protected entire family. 18 days Krishna cried. There was a moment of silence. Arjuna bent down at the knee of Lord Krishna, asked forgiveness. Oh Lord, who you are? I don't know who you are and you I'm behaving like ordinary. Story was interesting, the divine story. But it gives us a message, a simple message. As God is taking care of sparrow, like it's itself. Someone who gives faith in God. Means if we give faith in God has better plans. Means we have to be God to stand protecting us. Keep yourself faith until it's lived by the Lord. Hold it.
Now, time for educational session. Guys, are you okay? Have you shared foods in groups? That is not secret. Done? Okay, let's come to the point. Now, time for educational session. As you all know, today we have a very special guest. And who is she? She is a psychologist, psychotherapist, and a yoga trainer. She has done her graduation from St. Xavier College. He is double degree holder, master in MA in psychology. She worked in very prestigious place, and that is Indian Air Force. After that, and right now she has consulted more than 4,000 people. She has started his own consulting service, the Mind Fighter. She also a sport person. She played long tennis and also played for state. Please give a huge round of applause. Please welcome Janki Nair.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
How are you?
Great.
Wonderful. Awesome.
Okay. So, I'll ask you one question before we start with the session. Have you ever experienced something in your life, like wanted to do something important work, but you couldn't do it, like unintentionally? I'll not say intentionally, but you just skipped it. Okay, like you delayed it for some other reason. Like you can raise your hand. You can relate it. Okay. For example, paying the bills or to respond to a message which you have seen 3 to 4 days back, but you didn't somehow. Okay. So basically, we're going to talk about procrastination, in which I think we all do it in our life, but we rarely talk about it. We rarely talk about it seriously, and usually what we do is we just skip it, taking it as a normal thing, but it's not so. Right. So today I'm going to talk about what is procrastination, right? How many types of procrastinators are there? What are the signs of procrastination? Okay, and how it's going to affect, how it's going to have a psychological effect on you. Okay, so before that, I would like to. I think everybody has the form. You have that. Yeah. Can you just fill it like in 5 minutes? Just 5 minutes. Not take much time.
Some चाहिए?
Yes.
कौन चाहिए? अच्छा Let's start with you.
Yeah.
Janki, shoot. Good evening.
Just focus on the statements and not the scoring part as of now. Otherwise, you all get very conscious. Just skip the scoring part as of now. Let me know once you're done. Done with the story. It's left, right? It's done. Everybody's done with the scoring part as well?
No.
Yes, first.
Done?
No.
How many of you are still left with the story?
Sit back, all the extra forms. Except for those who don't have, fill form extra forms.
Your pen.
Thanks. Tina. Done?
Yes.
So, I hope you have noted all schools and you got the answer.
Yes.
Let's keep it to yourself. So, procrastination is basically something like usually we keep on delaying some important work or task which we're supposed to do it at the earliest, but usually we skip it, right? So, it's not about just time management. It is basically it's related to the emotion as well. How come? If you are stressed, right, or if you are say tensed about something, or if some task is very difficult for you, what is the usual thing we'll do? We just ignore it. We just skip it, or we put it in that like we'll do it later. We'll not do it at hand, right? That's what we do. We'll go further about the types of procrastinators. So there are 5 to 6 types of procrastinators. The first is perfectionist. Okay. So they are worried about being like, what if somebody will judge me? What if I'll not be able to do the task perfectly? And that thought would be like, if I'll not be able to do this task perfectly, what is the point of starting it? So those people, they face difficulty in starting the task, and if at all they do start a task, they find it difficult to end it. Okay, because they are roaming in this thought of being perfect. That I should look perfect. Otherwise, people would judge me. So, that is the first thing. Second one is the dreamer. Okay, if you want to get good ideas, you can approach them. They have very great ideas. Like out of the box. But when it comes to apply those ideas, like taking the practical steps, it gets very difficult for them. So, again, they'll ignore it. They'll deal with the task and they'll keep on progressing. Warriors. Okay, the overthinkers. They are the one who, basically feels anxious or who overthinks about being judged, or they get very nervous if there is something new for them. You can take it like in your job or anywhere. If something new task is given to you, right, you'll start overthink about it. That whether I'll be able to do it, whether I'll be able to learn those skills or not. Right? So they are the overthinkers. And what they think is that eventually I'll end up doing this task, it's okay. It's fine. I'll make it up. It's fine. So again they'll avoid it. The third category is overthinking. Fourth is the crisis maker. They are really the best ones. Because what they do is they'll not do the task until they get pressure. They should feel pressurized. So they'll wait for the last moment. Acha. I can take my own example for this. Like I got to know I have to prepare for the speech 2 weeks before. I did it. But when I wanted to print this assessment test, yesterday only I went to it. Okay. So yeah. So this is called the crisis scheme. That you work under crisis, you work under pressure. Until then you'll not do it. You sit idle, you wait for the last moment. Okay, fine. Still 5 days are left. Okay, 5 or 7. Fine, I'll do it. So those are. Next is the overdoer. They are called the people pleaser. Now these people are those who cannot say no to everybody. They are good in doing multitasking, but the thing is, they prioritize other people's tasks by putting their tasks aside. Right? So they'll say, I have lots of work to do, but I don't have time. Right? So those are the overdoer. The avoider. Whenever some difficult task is given to them, or they feel that in that task they have to use their brain, they ignore it. For example, if somebody has to complete an assignment, and the topic is something which they don't have any idea about it, also they cannot copy from somebody. What is, oh, I have 4 days. Fine, I have 4 days. I can chill. 3 days. Oh, 3 days are left. Fine, again I'll do it. So what basically they do, they waste their time into those things which are not input to them, or else they'll divert their mind into entertainment, like watching movies or outing with friends, right? And they avoid doing that task. So those are called the avoiders. So these are the categories of procrastinators, and I think everybody of us can relate it to it in some other way. We are one of those sides, each of us. Now, why do we procrastinate? If I will ask you, I'll definitely tell you. But what if I ask you, what can be the reason? Why do we procrastinate? What can be the reason? Anybody can say this.
Lack of interest, specifically.
Lack of interest?
We are not focused on.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but it also depends on the task. If that task is very interesting or something very beneficial, we'll do it at first.
Okay.
And other tasks we might forget.
Overconfidence.
Overconfidence. Okay. Okay. Anybody else?
A lot of distractions are there.
So the dopamine effect. So the task stuff, dopamine will release later, and you want easy dopamine.
Yeah. Fair enough. I think your reasons are fair enough. There are other reasons as well, like fear of failure. Right. In the beginning also I think this fear of judge, that you will be judged, fear of failure. Next is perfectionism. You want to be perfect, and because until and unless you not feel you're perfect, keep on delaying the task. Right? That is it. Distraction, yes. Next is the lack of structure or deadline. If you have no clear idea about the structure of doing the task, then also you face the issue of procrastination. Low motivation or interest, yes. Negative emotions or mental. So, if you are mentally, if you are feeling fatigue, or say you're stressed out or you're tensed, you will not feel motivated to do anything else. even if it's something of your interest also. Still, right? So these are the reasons that we procrastinate. Okay, signs of procrastination. With this, what you can do is you can see whether you are one of those people who are procrastinating or people around you, whether in a workplace or anywhere. You can just see whether a person is having procrastination, is doing procrastination or not. Right? Signs are waiting for the last moment, as I say. You find like excuses every now and then for doing the task. Right? Time wasting on other activities, like activities which are not really important to you, you will waste your time with that. Focusing on lower priority work. Okay, so these are the signs of procrastination. Till now, anybody has any doubt you can ask? Anybody? Am I clear? Am I like? Okay. So the most important thing, what are the psychological effects of procrastination? What is it?
It creates more stress as at when you are coming to the last point,
Yeah.
you have overload of work, which you may not be able to. So that creates stress.
Lower self-confidence.
Yes. Yes.
Poor results.
Poor result.
Depression.
Depression. Who's the depression? Yeah.
Start.
Okay, so for information, 1 in every 5 people are diagnosed with chronic procrastination. And if a person is suffering from chronic procrastination, they can end up in depression. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Fine. So as you said, stress and anxiety. As you come closer to the deadline, you feel more stressed about it. That is one of the psychological effects. Next is guilt and shame. Yes, because you cannot wake up to the deadline, you feel demotivated. You feel guilt and shame that I should have done it earlier, but I didn't. Right? And because of the consistency, you feel bad about it. So you feel low motivation, low self-esteem, right? Repeated failure to reach your goal will decrease your confidence level. Depression, as I said, if somebody is a chronic procrastinator, there is high chance that he or she will end up into depression. Decreased the satisfaction, life satisfaction. Basically, because of procrastination or because of not, ending up with the deadline, you'll not feel motivated in life. Okay, for example, if we do a task regularly, like in office or anything which is given to us, if we do it properly, it will boost us, right? We'll be confident about it. Yeah, I did it on time. Okay? But if we don't, what thoughts will come to mind? I'm of no use. I cannot do this. I'm hopeless. I should not expect anything from myself. How can people expect it from me? Right? So, yes, now if we understand the cycle of procrastination, I'll make it very simple for you. If you procrastinate, you feel guilty or shame. That will lead to your low self-esteem. And again, you will go back in the loop of more procrastination. Till now, anything, any questions? Any questions if anybody has?
Questions are
Sorry?
questions are being procrastinated.
You can ask it then. Okay, now we'll come to the strategies to overcome procrastination. There are very simple strategies which we can apply in our daily life. Okay, it is not something rocket science. It's just that we don't give proper attention to it. We take it very lightly. Right? So first is break the task into small steps. If a big task, break it into small steps. Right? You can plan it like you even like just prioritize your task. You can do that. Use 5-minute rule. Okay, what is 5-minute rule is? just tell yourself that I have to do this work for 5 minutes only. For 5 minutes, I have to do this work. Okay, once you start it, you'll end up doing that work. So basically, problem is we don't start it. We just tell ourselves, okay, I'll do it later, tomorrow, and that work tomorrow never comes. Right? So this is second. Prioritize your task. It's called Eisenhower matrix. How many of you have heard about it? Like you have to prioritize the task.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Not the matrix.
Yeah. So basically, what you have to do is, if you have diary or something, take it just for your reference. Okay, it's very simple. For example, you have multiple tasks, right? Multiple tasks. Whether it is about your office work or your home, whatever it is, you have multiple tasks, and you are very overwhelmed about it. Then I don't know how you will finish it. What you have to do is you have to prioritize it. So first is urgent and important task, which you have to do it at that time only. You cannot skip it. Right? Second is important but not urgent. Then you can schedule it for later. Third is urgent but not important. You can delegate. Right? And last is something which is neither important nor urgent. You can just eliminate it. Right? So if you do this, there's something which we all can do, I guess. Right? We just don't pay attention to that. Right? It can be helpful for everybody, I guess. Okay. Next is task breaker plan. So what do you have to do? It's like, for example, into pieces, but you have to arrange it as if you have to give time to that. For example, give me anything. Give me anything else. I'll just tell you. Okay, so speech is the thing, right? So what you'll do, you'll assign a time. Okay, that this much time I'll decide the topic of the speech. This much time I'll do research about it. This much time I'll practice this. So basically you have to break it. Right? There are certain apps which is provided for this. One is Todoist, okay? Other one is Trello and Forest. So what these apps do is, Todoist is basically, it will help you to manage your daily tasks. And it will make you remind of the task which is your first priority. Okay, so it will keep on reminding you about it. Okay, Trello is for visual task planning.
How do you spell it?
Sorry, TRELL. And third is Forest. It is basically to focus those tasks which are very important. So in this, time blocking comes. As I said, you have to keep a certain time to do a certain task. Right? So, okay. Now one more strategy is there. It's called smart goals. Have you heard about it? Smart goals? Yeah. Can you just tell me a few?
Achievable.
Yes.
Time. Achievable and time. Simple.
Specific, measurable, achievable, okay, it should be relevant and it should be time bound. Okay. So this you have to apply. For example, specific, what exactly you want to achieve. You have to be specific about it. Measurable, how you're going to succeed. What you'll do to get to the goal. So that is measurable. That's how you can measure whether you have succeeded or not. Right? Third is achievable. Is it realistic with the resources which you have been provided? Will you be able to achieve the goal? So these things you have to take into consideration. Relevant, why this goal is important to me? Why am I doing this task? How it's going to be beneficial for me? Right? And time bound. If you have to give time about it, like how much time I'm going to finish. So this is how you can plan it. Okay, for students, Pomodoro method works. Anyone of you have heard about it? Yes. So basically in this, you have to study, you have to put an alarm, study for 25 minutes, take a 5 minutes break. And this you do for 4 iterations, like it should be done 4 times. And once you complete this thing, after 4 times, you can take a longer break. So basically your task will get completed, okay? You will not feel bored, right? And everything will work accordingly. Pomodoro method is basically first because as well as I think research also a person cannot study for more than 45 minutes continuously. So this 25-minute course. Right? Now one more thing, whenever you procrastinate, you have to identify the triggers. Triggers as in what triggers you to delay the task. What thought comes to your mind for not doing the task at that particular point. So you need to know the triggers, right? So try to find out triggers that leads to procrastination. Ask yourself when do I procrastinate? Okay, and you can just write them down. Those common triggers whenever you face procrastination. Okay. Now again, focus on the progress and not perfection. So if, for example, if you use any of this method, if you achieve the goal, okay, you have to focus that you have made a progress and not that you are being perfect. Because our focus is to start with the work and not just on the perfection. Okay. Might make mistake, but eventually learn. Again, in this you have to change your thought process. That what if I fail? What if I am not able to make it? So you need to think like this. That instead of thinking like this, you can think it's okay. It's okay if I make errors. It's okay if I make mistake, but eventually learn. So, yes, affirmation works, assertive thinking works in this. Time management. Okay. So task to do, like what task you have to do. You need to give priority to those tasks. How much, like you need, as I said, you have to make a category, right? Which is the most important task. You need priority. Plan, project, and achievement. Somebody said that we don't usually procrastinate if the thing is something it's not interesting. We delay, right? So what do you do? The thing which you don't like it, you'll do it first. But you do it in installment. Don't have to complete it at that time. You can do it in weeks. Right? Create proper environment, which is really important. So whenever you're working, make sure your environment is pleasant and good enough. Find the main or important task and keep records of your succeed projects. Right? So you should have the reports, you should have the notes that I've made progress in this particular thing. Basically, it will motivate you to do further work. Right? And try to take difficult tasks as challenge and not just as load. That I'll do it. I can do this. I will do this. So it is all about the mindset. We need a little push. We need to push ourselves. Just start. Okay. Third is mind management. What is mind management? Is basically we need to admit, we need to accept that yes, I do progress. Yes, I need to improve. Yes, I need to start working on it. Right? What we do is we never take accountability of it. We deny it. Unintentionally, but we deny it. We don't give priority to it. Right? So we need to admit, we need to accept. Remove all the anxiety and stress before you start the work. Okay? Like if it is something which gives you anxiety, so before starting the work, I prefer you sit for 2 minutes, take 2-3 deep breaths, and then start it. But you do start. Don't find the fatigue and just other reasons just as an excuse to avoid starting the work. Okay? Even the present time, and appreciate the accomplishment. As I said, whenever you make any progress, try to give reward to yourself and not just taking it as a task. That's why companies give promotions and incentives to their employees so that it will boost them to be more productive. Final steps is like realize you are delaying or ignoring the task. As I said, you have to take the accountability. Make a list of reasons for your delay. I think that we all can do. We know like why do we delay. And get the solution of those listed real reasons for your delay. Start your task. Right. Now, what can be the benefits of overcoming procrastination? If I may ask, how are you going to get benefit of it?
Will get punctual with the time.
Yeah.
Better results.
Time on.
Sorry.
Better results.
So basically, your confidence will increase, right? You will feel more motivated to task. It can make you feel strong, right? It can make you remind of your strength, and it can make you feel capable to perform even during the task. So feeling of increased personal freedom. If you finish the task before time or on time, you can get time for other things. Right? And because of poor procrastination, it affects our relationships, the career, right? Academics. So these are the problems. Okay, one more activity. Can you just sit back and think in last 24 hours? What did you do? Where did you waste your time? Why did you waste your time? And what are the possible solutions you can put to overcome this? Just sit back and think. Last 24 hours. What? Anybody can share it. I can remember last 24 hours what how did you use your time? I think everybody knows it, right? So basically, it's like like where did you waste your time? Why couldn't you finish your task? What made you to delay the task? So what we have to do, we need to think about it consciously, right? We need to take steps to overcome it, which I've already told you. If you have any confusion, you can ask me out. Fine. So yes, any questions? Yeah.
Just a simple question.
Yeah.
Let's say talk about priorities. Let's say there are 5 tasks that I need. But when I make my this share, what usually happens is life happens, there are distractions that happen. Distractions aside, let's say task takes longer than it needs to be, and you're not able to get tasks to do. And then the procrastination cycle starts, and it's not your fault. Just life happens. So how do you do that?
See, you have the answer in question. You answered it. So basically, what you can do is this. As I said, to boost it, to motivate yourself, accomplish the task. What all you can do, you can reward yourself. So basically, what's your favorite thing to do while you're asking?
Play music.
Play music. Okay. So you have to tell yourself that I will not play music unless I'll not finish the work. So you can take music as a routine. This will boost you to start the task. Right? So we need to skip the thing and to put it as a record so that we can start the work. It's a reward. Now that is upon the mindset, I can tell you that. So that's it. Because if you keep on doing the things which you like, then eventually you'll end up skipping the task. So you can use it as a motivation. Anything else? Yeah.
So my laziness, I feel so how one can overcome that laziness.
Do you have a routine? It is. Like, that's the first step. Make a proper schedule for everything. Starting from getting bed, going for work, or meeting a friend. Like, you need to schedule it. It is a basic first step towards it. It's not an overnight thing that will schedule and overcome my procrastination. Not like that. First thing is need to make a schedule. Okay. So that.
What about the small distractions? So our attention span is getting smaller and smaller. Social media, even the social media attention span is getting smaller. How to overcome that small distraction, the smaller ones, the bigger one. Yeah. So first is user of phone. Mainly reels take a lot of time because you don't realize that you're spending 1 hour. So maybe sometimes a small task which should have completed in 5 minutes, but you're taking a longer time. Maybe you're thinking about it, doing anything like you're distracted there. You're not completing that task. That would be something very make a tea. Like you're making a tea, but you're lost
So
somewhere.
basically saying,
Yeah, so the thing is, the smaller distractions are actually the bigger problem because they you end up wasting a lot of time, but you don't realize that the time you spend on that is way more than it should be. There could be some tasks also which are important, but they should be completed maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but you're taking half an hour. That is also a distraction. Eventually, it will load up your important task, or you will not be able to complete your task. How we can do that?
anybody of you do you do self talk? Anyone? Self talk. Do you think so? It helps? It helps, right? So in this, what you can do is anybody just ask yourself, what I will get if I not finish the task? What I will get if I finish the task? What can be the possible consequences if I don't finish the task? So basically, what you do is diverting your mind into something productive. So all the other distractions like your screen time, phone usage, or anything, it's about just diverting your mind on something productive, right? So you can start thinking like this. And if the causes of like usage of phone or something, I think this is basically insights. Thanks.
I think situation is always has a negative, might have a positive, because they have a different cycle. In it, as in this particular area, I don't like if I don't have a residential specific area, and in some that area I do that. So like later on we can have the idea that so this is the for lack of interest. That is also related. So it's not always the negative. That's my
Yeah, so basically again it depends on the brand.
There is not disassociate actually as a use of disassociate and starts outside in the right
Like journey. Yeah, you can. So basically, thing is whenever you feel distracted, just tell your mind to come back to the present moment. That's why I also mentioned the point, be in the present moment. Have to be present with it. So if some task is given you, make sure you are in the present moment. Right? Just not home. Fine.
Thank you so much. Now, time for table topic 7. As you all know, here guests and member also can participate. So, without further delay, let me introduce a guy who is going to host this session. He is a doctorate student in psychology. He is also a holding 5 degree. We also call him as a degree man of STTC Club. He worked as a head of audit department in Medico EC Hospital, Ahmedabad, Delhi and Gurgaon location. He is also a freelance psychologist. Currently, he is practicing karate. Please welcome Toastmaster Ajeesh. Thank you so much.
Namaste. So I'm here to answer inform to speak master. So here you will get a complete time to speak on any topics or on any given topics. It's a great platform to improve your thinking on the floor and the spontaneity, and it's also challenge your mind to do greater tasks. So to start with, I will follow a experienced Toastmaster club. Okay, so it's a theme based. Today's theme is Bollywood based. Okay. So just to think of Bollywood characters as Toastmasters. So your character is Gabbar Singh. Sholay. Okay, Gabbar Singh is giving a motivational. Okay, Gabbar Singh, you have to act like Gabbar Singh and give speech. Okay, 1 to 2 minutes.
कितने आदमी थे? Full house. But I was wondering, just at 4:15 p.m. there was only 3 or 4 people, and I got demotivated. I shouted, "Samba, where is the audience?" Samba said, "Huh? I was literally assault." I said, "Now take a goalie, get some audience to the stage. I'm speaking today." And Samba ran with his fellow man, with all the members, and took other people from the audience and taking lectures over there. Gave them some incentive, told them that gun, and brought them here. Again shouted, "Samba, Holi kab hai? Holi." Sardar, Holi gayi. What Holi gayi? I want to celebrate Holi. Samba bought some colors from here and there, these coloring cards, and they play the Holi with these coloring cards. Oh my God, Samba, what are you doing? Let's play Holi with the coloring cards. Now get Jai and Vidu here. And Samba, or Toastmaster Haley, Toastmaster Hussain, as Jai and Vidu over here. I say, Samba, these are Jai and Vidu, these are students. These are not capable of fighting with me. And that's how my story ends. Thank you, everyone.
I am asking also. That was additional. So I need a guest for the next speech. Yes, please come. No.
Yes, please. Right.
Okay. Yes, please. Welcome. So guys, today's session is for fun. So there is not going to be any motivation or inspiration. Just for fun. No serious topic. Okay, don't mind. Okay, so your topic is: would you rather live without internet or without pani puri? Okay. Would you rather live without internet or without pani puri? 1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah. I can live without pani puri, but I can't live without internet. um, yeah, I'm a foodie person. I like pizza. If you can ask me, like, if I have to live without pizza, I can't. If you have given me a choice of pizza and internet, then I would have choose the pizza. But if you have asked me about Pani Puri and internet, then the internet is the one I choose. Um,
Why did you choose it?
why pizza? Why pizza? Internet is not giving the taste of the pizza. So it's the kind of salivation I got when I eat pizza. Uh, that's the motivation for me to eat tasty and to.
What kind of pizza is not healthy? Pizza
Yeah, I know it's not healthy, but I like it. I can I can put aside my health and I can eat pizza. So that's how I love my pizza. So that's about it. Thank you.
Okay, we are going to have a debate. What is you? And you don't guess. Any guess, please? Yes, please come. Debate for having 2 to 4 minutes. Minimum 2 minutes you can please, and maximum 4 minutes. So, timer, please note green card is 2, yellow is 3, and red card is 2. Should I give an introduction? No, don't give up any introduction. You think?
Yes, yes.
You had described. Yes, I remember. I was sorry. Yes. So, formally foods and restaurants. Also, this is your debate point. You go for homely food or you go for a restaurant. You just say that homely food is good. You say that restaurant food is good. So just a debate. Huh? Yeah, I'm just going to restaurant. I know restaurant.
So I think we
So my point is like obviously restaurant food is good because when you feel tired, like basically or you see empty. Right? So I want to record myself. I basically obviously when you have to spend your family time right and a good restaurant. So what I see is that they give that much of taste that like a homemade person cannot. Like that deliciousness that uh, but when you eat that thing, it's like the emotions come. That cannot be come with the homemade. So that is my point, right? So I consider a restaurant is better homemade.
Yeah. So I appreciate your points, but I have also different perspective on that. So if you need some things, like I think the quality time which we can spend, sorry, I think we can do that going home if we have intention. Second point,
Yeah, but that
if we have
ambience cannot be.
ambience can also be created if that is intention. So we can have we can have some good lightings, some good atmospheres.
But that
Right.
will create
So
some
that will
expense, right? Obviously, when you are in a restaurant, you just have to pay for a food. You don't have to like expense for a lightings or an ambience. Like, that cannot be created in home.
yes, yes, right. So like on a daily basis, we can go to one restaurant. So if we can have some good quality foods, that is a skill we can develop how to make it. And also we can find some nutrition in food. So that will be a benefit to not only like one of but all the family members. So that is a good part of it. Also we can have quality time when we have some like we can have some dinner or one meal in a day with all the family members. So that is also along with that only foods along with that and have quality time and good nutrition.
But what about taste?
So taste, we can always develop.
No,
Okay, like,
that taste cannot be created. Like for example, if I'm for dal or something like that, or something like Rajasthani food, right? Dal bati churma or something like that. That taste
yeah,
of
so
that,
I think
the authenticity of that cannot
I
be
can give you right then go for 30 days in that specific restaurant. I bet you that you will find that the movement is really yes.
Yeah, that's a different story. I'm saying that restaurant foods are obviously, but you have to find it. Like every time you have to. Obviously, there are, and obviously, you cannot get every segment of food. Just an example, I want to create like I want Mexican. I want to eat Italian, right?
Yeah.
So a Gujarati person cannot do that. Right? You have if like a person who is a Mexican or Italian that the country cannot confirm that cuisine or something like that. So that person will be excelled in that food. So
So that is
yeah, you can obviously that experience that food.
yes. I think if a person is foodie, so that is already like thing is that he has a passion for that specific food, and he or she can always learn a different kind of food, and that is a skill. It will also help in his hometown or whether he will go abroad or anywhere. That is a skill development, and I think in a yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what about credit card, but so just wanted to say like you said like the skills can be done, but what I see currently like cause of this generation as well, my generation, we are more in restaurants of finding now in terms of if there is a craving at night or something sort of sleep. And so we mostly in restaurant, we wanted to do that. So,
Jacob, क्या करता हूँ?
sure.
Jacob is our staff. Staff को बहुत अच्छा Okay, Jacob, your favorite movie, Hindi movie dialogue. What is the reason behind it? That is your favorite movie dialogue, but again you have to say that with happiness, sad, and anger. So this three emotions: happiness, sad, and anger. Okay, so you got the topic clearly.
What's
Your favorite movie, Hindi movie dialogue, and reason, and say it with happiness, sad, and anger. Three emotions. Okay, you can add romantic also if you will. Okay, that is upon you. Your discussion.
Hi everyone. So just out of fun, I use us. You know this famous line, "Ja Simran Ja, Chile will baby." Okay, I really trust right. So Simran. So I'll try it. Three modes. Yeah. One is angry. The other is
Sad.
sad and happiness. Ja Simran Ja, Chile will baby. That should come again. I'm trying. Ja Simran Ja, Chile will baby. Sad. Simran. Yeah. Chile. Simran. Yeah. Chile will baby. That's very well. Thank you so
So
much.
this exercise will continue. Who want to come next? The same thing, same topic.
I will.
Please. Yes. No need to repeat, no?
For the same dialogue.
There was a very famous movie, Bahubali. Even me a dialogue. राजमाता ही हमारे
वक्त हर सूरवीर को योद्धा बनने का मौका देता है
याद नहीं
और वो वक्त यही है।
Then you can go.
No, no, first you do, then is not.
First event.
Any other dialogue?
There is a meme going on. तुमसे ना होगा. Can you try that?
Okay. There is said तुमसे नहीं होगा. There in happiness we will say that तुमसे नहीं होगा ये. That तुमसे नहीं होगा ये. Over to
You would like to continue this?
yes,
Otherwise, I take okay, your favorite activity. That's family.
It's a movie, Bahubali, and the favorite dialogue when enemy came to the palace and the hero Pravas told to dialogue is वक्त हर सूरवीर को योद्धा बनने का मौका देता है और वो क्षण यही है। तो बस नॉर्मल वक्त हर वीर को योद्धा बनने का मौका देता है और वो पल यही है।
Then start.
वक्त हर वीर को योद्धा बनने का मौका देता है और वो पल यही है। बनने का मौका
Anybody would like to
Any guess?
guess please? Any other topics you want to?
Anything else? Give it a try. Give it a try.
Any other topic?
Any other topic? You have a guess?
Okay, this topic only or any other one? You are okay with this topic?
no other topic.
Another topic. Okay. Okay, even a new festival with your name. Okay, how do you celebrate it? Like Diwali, Holi होता है ऐसा आपका नाम पे एक नया फेस्टिवल बना दो, but how do you celebrate it? You have to invent a new festival with your name and how do you celebrate that festival? Yeah. And with your name, you have to invent a new festival.
And what is your name?
And my name is Harsha.
Okay.
So you can create any festival with your name. It's not necessarily related to your meaning, name meaning. You can create anything, new festival. You see that there's some new festival is different. So you can create any new festival. It's just to be creative. And put that festival your name. And how do you celebrate that? Can think about anything.
You want Indian thing?
Okay. Okay, I will give you a new topic. Objective of your life. Objective of your life.
Of my life. Become a successful person. For that, I have faced many ups and downs in my life. So, yeah, this is my journey. And till the age of 9. But I am looking forward to have this is the success. So I never spoke part of. So I did courage to it after 4 years to speak. I am a very good guy. So yeah, so
taking up the challenges, facing, facing those obstacles, overcome the
Data says that one is based to sales have come from data. This is data sets.
Okay, I need. Okay, either you or you are not coming. You are you comfortable to come? Okay. So इंडियन फैमिलीज में सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम किसके बीच में होता है? ओके, साथ और बात कर ड्रामा कुछ झगड़ा like you went to foreign vacation. Invite, not invite. Okay, you can discuss. But चने उबाल वाला
Do you know that Saasvi Kabhi Bahu was the most popular episode, or what to say? We all used to see every day 10 o'clock. I used to sit in front of TV and wait for that one show. Did you? You perhaps did not remember it. Or you were not born.
I don't know, but this is.
Saasvi Kabhi Bahu, from where we learned this. For your information, that's going to come back. It's going to come back on your TV from 2016. Are you going to see or not?
No, I'm not going.
You should.
Why?
This is because of the importance of song. The three generations of SARS are coming back. You know?
Yeah.
One SARS is bringing one Bahu. That Bahu becomes SARS. But again, that SARS, no, she likes to marry her son. And he brings her Bahu. Then she thinks that I should not take all those revenges with my Bahu, which my SARS was taking. But the moment that Bahu enters in the house, no, that SARS started the same behavior which she had witnessed or taken from her SARS.
It's like I'm not interested in any of this.
You should start seeing from July, Saasvi Kabhi Bahu 3. You remember that actress, that great actress who turned into a parliamentarian? She became an MP. You know the name? Smriti Irani. Google.
Yes, that's
I'm a star. I still like to do everything. You must know all these things.
One day you only know about this SARS Bahu. I have to explain about all other
Take care of your house, your SARS, so your Bahu, your husband. Then only you can take the rest of the world.
And that is fine. I will take care of that also, but it is not related to like season what is the
If you step out of your house happily, then generation inside the house happy, you will be going out peacefully and acting very well. If there is no peace inside the house, act well outside the house.
yeah, it is, but I agree with that also.
Yeah, I agree with that. Have to specify your SARS, your husband, your sasur, and all other relatives as well. And for that, I feel you should witness the SARS becoming only that it should put many good things.
Only that it will not as I don't know.
Then from where will you learn?
And it is not only the responsibility of cater on, right?
Okay.
Every person in the house is equally responsible.
I do understand. Very much correct. And it's not the responsibility of Bahu only.
Yes.
But you must know what is the responsibility of its staff also. You should know, huh?
Yeah.
You should tell her that this is not your responsibility. You should take care of that. And how to handle your staff in such a manner that she is also not disheartened as well as she is pleased and the house is also moving peacefully.
Because she left home recently, her and new home for her. So Sas also need to help her to get settled. And
Saas is buddhi. Out of her time. She is a molded khada. Now she can't be taught many things. She can't be remolded. Now it is only your duty to the young people who have to taught your Saas, who have to teach your Saas how to behave with the new generation, well educated, advanced Bahut.
Sas should be ready to accept the change. That is important, right?
A request to Sas and Moose that sentence. Order from the High Command.
Good staff and government to the good staff. Okay. Due to time limit, we are just stopping the session. So over to Kamosi. Kamosi.
Thank you so much. Have you enjoyed?
Yes.
Without further delay, now it's time for evaluation speech. And who is the first evaluator? A person who served club as a VP membership in Vastrapur Toastmasters Club. He is working as a project manager in ACL Digital. He joined Toastmaster to become a great speaker. His motto: apply to grow into a confident and compelling speaker. Please welcome Toastmaster Club.
Greeting all, and special good evening to my Nayak teacher, Toastmaster Villa. Education Toastmaster Villa complete your project. First, I would say, but I would like, of course, I would like to share about what things did it better, what I like. First, the title of the speech was very good. It was very eye-catching. Life began with a justice. Everyone can connect about your life with life. That was good. Second, we asked the question to the audience, and with smiley face, so everyone can interact with each other. That was, we allowed audience to answer them. That was the great to engage this entire speech. So we kept engaged audience throughout the speech from start to end, and everyone can witness. And we asked the question, and everyone can relate about like humor about the speech. That was a great point. Kudos to Toastmaster Villa, he did very well to engaging people because it is not easy to engage people throughout 5 to 7, but he did very well. I would say he is an impromptu joke master for the club. He can create any kind of joke anytime. Why I am saying because while he didn't speak, he made this joke for a Toastmaster to say how his life went when he became a head actor. He mentioned about DTM Vikrant, he mentioned about DTM Vishalas. That required a lot of sense to how he make the job, but he did very well. He shared about his entire life, how he started life, right? He mentioned every time how he faced this kind of humor, how he did that life. Your stage, you use the proper stage. You were humming here and there. It was great. Your voice was high tone where everyone can listen properly. There was no problem about voice. Sometimes people are speaking very low, but he has good voice. Everyone can listen. And had good amount of humor entire the speech. I think you all are witness about this, right? It was power pack performance, I would say.
In as per my knowledge, I think it was power play performance. Was for that. So, but few gray area which I felt that you could have incorporate in your speech that would have become a great, more great speech. First was missing voice modulation. You had a lot of instances in your speech where you mentioned about those much lithium background, about your life, but your voice was similar to all kind of stuff. You need to change your voice modulation. And when you're talking about your father, you have to you can raise your voice. Then you are witness. Then you can lower your voice. When you're talking about teachers and your neighbors, that time you can change your voice. That was I felt basic. Second, body language. Whatever you had a discussion with your father and teacher, you love with your neighbor. That could have played some role play because you are explaining about how father was angry when you were treated in 7th standard. Then you can create small role play, and that could have added more humor in your speech. Third was use one Hindi language. हंसते हुए आते हैं सब, रोते हुए जाएंगे. Right? इसका वह जो जाएगा. Sorry, yeah, my bad. Everyone is come laughing, but they will cry. Okay? So when you use such kind of other language, then we should use English because Toastmasters is infamous to alternate. So everyone is engaged, everyone is urged to speak more in English. If you're using any other language, then you have to translate in English so that anyone can understand about what is the meaning of the particular line. So that I felt missing. Otherwise, it was the power play delivery, overall it was well entertaining speech which was completely aligned with your speech objective, well crafted, well delivered. There are few suggestions. Otherwise, everything was good. Over to Mosi.
Now second, very good. Someone who is currently pursuing RMBA first year at JS University. He likes to play a sports. He loved playing football. He also enjoys watching Hindi and English movies. He is a very energetic and currently he is serving Club as a president. Please welcome Toastmasters. Over to you.
Distinguished Toastmaster Vikrant. He has left the meeting because of some of his work. But I will be evaluating his speech and his speech is being recorded, which will be said. Distinguished Toastmaster Vikrant, your speech was amazing. The story was engaging and we all could understand what was the story you were telling. It was related to the story of Arjun, Krishna and many other characters who were included in Mahabharata. The story was a life lesson. At the ending, Distinguished Toastmaster Vikrant, he gave a very great lesson which we can use in our lives. With every good speech, we need to have good voice modulation, which I could clearly observe that his voice was changing according to his purpose. That is a sign of a good speech. He started the speech with a small story. Why am I emphasizing this small story? Because it created curiosity in the mind of audience. And after that, he continued with the rest of the story. That was the continuation. And I could also see a very good ending with a objective and a lesson which he gave to all of us. With all the good speeches, there are some good recommendations which Distinguished Toastmaster will implement and then improve one level higher to be a better speaker. The first recommendation I would like to give him is his story had a lot of characters. Lot of characters means there might be a lot of people, and raise your hands if you agree. Mostly everyone has different ways. Raise your hand if you agree to me. Yes. that should be clearly visible in your speech. If I give you an example, I'm talking to my dad. Hey dad, can I go to vacation at Goa? No, sir. Not right now. I cannot allow you to go. Your tests are coming in 1 month. When will you study? Could you see a difference? It might be a difference in pitch, volume, tone, or anything. But there should be a clearly audible difference in a speech, which he could have implemented, and this would have created a better speech of his. Over to the master of ceremony.
Thank you so much, Master Hani. Now we are going to skip timer.
Just ask that if all are qualified or not.
All qualified or not?
The Toastmaster will have,
Oh,
I think, 1847.
that's fine. That's fine.
I am changing it. Who all are not qualified?
Just take the name.
Toastmaster will have
For DTM or this one? Speaker?
four speakers.
First speaker.
Okay.
Okay.
For DTM.
Okay. Okay. Debate. Both are disqualified.
Both
Toastmaster Manju and guest.
bigger than other.
What's your name? Janki. Disqualified and
Debate between Viral and Sakib.
they are also disqualified.
Yes.
Okay. They are
Okay, so evaluator both are qualified?
Yes.
Okay. TTM, can you again repeat the names? Guest, Turni,
both
Toastmaster Manju.
Yes.
Then,
Viral and Sakib.
okay. Done. Everyone just reload the forms and all of those who have voted, please vote again.
both speaker are disqualified.
But we'll not have the category. The second speaker will get.
Voting done. Okay, now I would like to call upon stage presiding officer, Toastmaster Habit. Over to you.
Many times people ask me why to join Toastmasters. I would like to ask all the people out here. You may be a Toastmaster for 10 years, 20 years, maybe 50 years. Just imagine your future and tell me, can you be a perfect public speaker with and your evaluator as good as you, having no recommendations for you, you have no scope to improve in your public speaking? Agree? If you agree, you can raise your hand. I am sorry to say, but that is not possible because there will always be a scope of improvement. You cannot be a perfect public speaker. You can be best, you can be better. And that is what Toastmaster helps you into. You get better public speaker day by day as much as you give speeches, but not a perfect public speaker because that's not possible. Why to procrastinate on a very important skill that has to be learned by everyone, that is communication. So if you are willing to improve your public speaking, communication and leadership skills, do not procrastinate and get in contact to any of us members Maybe Toastmaster Milak, Toastmaster Rakesh, Anshu, Toastmaster Jagat, Toastmaster Ajeesh, anyone will help you out to be the member. Be the member, start your journey on the stage and become an excellent public speaker one day. Now, I would like to take the feedback from very few guests, keeping in mind we have very less time. So, is there anyone who has come for the first time? Okay, we'll take three of your feedback. So, starting from you, how did you like it?
So we are like Mukhoidian. I am a friend of a Janki. I just have a knowledge about very good educational session here and but I am not sure what was that written in the board. It was I am so that. But I think it is very good session like for someone who is afraid of public speaking and want to develop the need of speaking. Yeah, I would like to kind of
At Toastmasters, it's not just a boring lecture on public speaking, I said it before, but we provide support to everyone. Just like our PM says, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, we learn together, we grow together in public speaking. That is what Toastmasters is. Yes, your feedback.
Just like a bike. So, there. That is also
That's last feedback from you. Yeah, the man sitting at the last.
Yeah, first question. So, firstly, I was late, but when I joined after some. So, just when said for so when you contact the there are some things I didn't understand the red card and all this.
No problem. We'll explain you everything. We'll explain you outside because we don't have time right now. So yes, we have arranged tea and coffee. That's just after meeting outside. So please join us. Certificates, yes, we are going to give that. And except for that, is there something remaining? No. Okay, then we'll have the good photo. So I would like to call the MOC. Is he here in the room? Just okay. Then I'll do it alone. Let's start with the best speaker. That is distinguished Toastmaster Vikrant. I would like to call Toastmaster Ajeesh to see on Anshu. You can cheat this. Give this to phone to Anand. He'll click the photos and you write this. And the best evaluator is none other than my counterpart evaluator, Toastmaster Kalpesh. Now the best role player, we had only one. Please come, Rakesh. We had only one role player, that was timer, becomes the best role player. Toastmaster. Rakesh, you also want Wait. And the best lead role player today again was only one. Master. Sorry, there were two. But this time it will go to Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Rakesh. Wow.
Oh, never topic.
Wow. Best table topic speaker. I thought so. But it's Bahubali today. Everyone, let's gather for group photograph. And then please pay the meeting fees of 100 rupees. Online or offline, we have the facility.
You may also find the links to